Hi, I'm Lorna Illingsworth, an independent financial advisor for Protection Investment Southampton. Today we're going to discuss no deposit mortgages with family support. When you're buying your first home, pulling together a deposit can feel impossible, especially if you don't have savings. But if your parents or close family members are willing and able to help, there are mortgage options that could mean buying a home with no deposit at all. A no deposit mortgage, also called a 100% mortgage, means you don't need to put down any deposit upfront. Instead, the lender provides the funds for the entire purchase price of the property. Some lenders offer these types of mortgages for those where family members have savings or equity in their home that they can put down as security in lieu of a deposit. Normally, mortgage lenders want you to put in at least 5% deposit of the property price. And the larger your deposit, the better your loan to value and your interest rate, making the mortgage less risky for the lender. With a 0% deposit mortgage, there's more risk involved, which is why most lenders will want extra reassurance, often from family. With most 0% deposit mortgages that involve family support, your relatives act as a safety net for the lender. That help can come in different forms, such as savings as security. This is where your parents or family put their money into a savings account held by the lender. That savings pot stays there for a few years to guarantee your mortgage payments. Or a charge on their home. Alternatively, if they have equity in their own property, a charge can be placed on that property up to a set amount, usually capped at around 10% to 20% of the new property's value. Or guarantor mortgages. These are less common nowadays, but this is where someone agrees to cover your mortgage payments if you default. By doing this, your helper doesn't give you cash up front. They keep ownership of their savings or home, but they do take on some financial responsibility if you cannot keep up with the repayments. The Barclays Family Springboard is a great example of the savings as security option. Your parents, a family member or close friend put 10% of the property price into a helpful start account with Barclays. They must leave that money in the account for 5 years as security, but it earns interest at a fixed rate during that time. In return, Barclays will lend you up to 100% of the home's value, meaning no deposit is needed up front. Provided you make all your payments, Barclays returns the money to your family member after 5 years. Importantly, your helper is not named on the mortgage or the property deeds. So this is a popular option because the helper's money continues to earn interest while allowing you to get on the ladder sooner without needing a huge deposit saved up. The Beverley Building Society Property Assist Mortgage takes a slightly different approach. Instead of putting savings into a dedicated account, your helper, usually a close relative, agrees to give a limited charge on their home as security for up to 20% of your property's value. The charge stays in place until you have built up sufficient equity, often when your mortgage balance drops to around 80% loan to value. Importantly, your helper does not own your home and their liability is capped at the agreed charge, so they're not guaranteeing your entire mortgage. Once the charge is lifted, your helper is no longer financially tied to your mortgage. This can suit relatives who'd prefer to leverage the equity they already have rather than tying up savings for several years. These types of mortgages have risks. Your family member will take on some liability, whether that's locking up savings for several years or allowing a charge against their property. And if you struggle to pay the mortgage, they could lose money or face legal action. That's why everyone involved must fully understand their obligations, and they'll normally be required to get independent legal advice. If you'd like to discuss no deposit mortgages, please call us on 02380 668 407 or visit our website.